Alright you guys, welcome back to the Barely Legal team. Today we're doing the 5 things I don't like about the GTR. I could tell you about the 5 things that I love about the GTR, but today we're doing the 5 things that I do not like about the GTR. So we'll go over the 5 things I don't like about the GTR. Stay tuned. It's completely stock. Number 1 on the list has got to be the aftermarket paddle shifter. Now these aftermarket paddle shifters are a lot bigger than the original paddle shifters, but with the originals you could actually put your knee up against the steering wheel and drive if you had to, drive with your knees. But with these, you can see that I'm changing the gear at the same time as I'm pressing on the wheel. So yeah, every time you go to drive with your knees now, it's like, you got a paddle shifter in your way. So even like on the other knee too. So that's the one thing I don't like about the new aftermarket paddle shifters, but at least they're a lot better to grab and you can use them a lot better than the originals. So that's number 1. Okay, number 2 has got to be these R888 racing tires. Sure, yeah, they're great on the track and they're great for grip, but the drone that comes off these tires is ridiculous. It doesn't matter what speed you're at. You could be going 2 miles an hour or 200 miles an hour. The drone is horrendous in this car anyways, with these tires on. I'm running a 285 Proxy R888 up front and a 335 Proxy R888 at the back. So these are easily 12 inches wide at the back and about 10 inches wide at the front. But these tires are absolutely horrendous when it comes to drone. Okay, number 3 with this car, the GTR has no sound deadening. For the first couple years with this model, the CBA, they didn't put any sound deadening into this car, and the new models have got at least 150 pounds of sound deadening put into them. So if it wasn't bad enough with the tires already, this car is extremely noisy. You hear every rock, you hear every gear change, you hear the transmission clicking away like mad. But really, even on the doors and the quarter panels and the insulation, the floor, you go underneath the insulation in the floors and there is no insulation. There's only a thin layer of carpet and then metal. So if you're looking for a Cadillac ride and sound, when you want a nice quiet car, you want a nice comfortable car, you're not going to get it with this car. There's no way. This car was designed to be a race car from the factory and it shows when you drive it. It's absolutely the craziest noises you hear in this thing. You wonder if it's broken or if it's braking, but it's not. That's exactly what they're supposed to sound like. So, all right, number 4 is the visibility in this car. Because it's not designed to have good visibility anyways, because it was designed for the track, so they really didn't care about that. All you care about is looking forward and what's in front of you. It is bad. I've never had a vehicle this bad to actually see out of. When you sit down, your head and your eyeball is at the door sill, so you can't just look down. Your head is right at the door here. I'm not 8 feet tall, I get that, but it's ridiculous when you sit in the seat and you go look out the window and all you can see is like the horizon. And then behind you, well, it's just a wall. Like, you can look in your rearview mirrors and you can see the road and behind you, but you cannot see your wheels, you cannot see the ground anywhere around you in this car. The visibility is poor. It's not horrendous, but it's very, very poor compared to like any other vehicle, like a regular 4-door vehicle or whatnot. All right. We're on to number 5, and I'm wondering if you guys can guess this next one. What I don't like about the GTR. It's not what I don't like about it, it's what a lot of people don't like about it. You either love it or you hate it. Number 5 has got to be the noise. Either you love it or you hate it. It's crazy loud. The exhaust system is a Ben Lilly drag exhaust, full titanium 4-inch exhaust with no resonators, no catalytic converters, no mufflers. It is absolutely straight off the turbos and out the back. And only 5, it's number 5, were made in the world. He only made 5 versions of this exhaust. And I was fortunately enough to get a hold of one, so I'm happy about that. But like I said, you either love it or you hate it, because this car, I've had it this way for I think 3 years now, and it still is freakishly loud. Like, people are like, oh, it can't be that loud, because, you know, I've heard loud vehicles before, and I'll just pull past them one time and they're like, wow, that is really loud. Like, that can't be legal. It's legal, just barely.
It makes like a resonant frequency with the tunnel. You can feel it vibrating on the walls as he goes through. He was talking about the people who love it or hate it. I'm not sure where I rank on that.
Looking for a nice ride like a Cadillac, you're not going to get out of this car. Sick. If you're looking for
Did he love it or hate
I
it?
don't
What's
know.
his?
Probably hated it. The fourth thing I hate about this is everybody honks and revs and wants to race you every time they see you in this car. So, which is, yeah.
Aside from my soul.